Hi guys, going to review Tony Hawk for the PlayStation and PlayStation 1 in this video. Here's the cover art for the game. It's not really much to look at in terms of artwork, and the screenshots are pretty decent on the back of the game. The game is playable on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation Slim, also on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2 Slim, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 3 Slim. As far as I know, it's not in any of the PlayStation Network regions, Japan, Europe, or anything like that, American. Someone did tell me that the game was on the PlayStation Network, European PlayStation Network to be exact, on PlayStation.com forums. Looked that up and could not find any information to back that claim. When Tony Hawk was released by Neversoft September 30th, 1999, the game was released on PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Engage Phone, Game Boy Color, and on Windows Mobile operating system. I don't know if that was a more recent release or not, but here's a screenshot from the actual game. As far as I know, this is from the PlayStation version, because I can tell because of the problems that PlayStation consoles have always had with anti-aliasing. In other words, making smooth edges and stuff, all that good stuff. Smoothing out the edges of heads and, straight lines in the game and all that. Or the edge of things, But anyways, the goal of the game is to successfully pull off skateboarding tricks in career mode and you're timed on this, and you have to pull off 5 objectives in the game. You're also judged by computer artificial intelligence in the game. You can't really tell that you are being judged, but you'll see that in the end of your session in the game. You have 5 minutes to complete a course, but great game. You can also customize your boards, make them customize the tightness of the trucks and all that stuff to make it easier or more of a challenge to pull off tricks in the game. But single player session is just all about getting the highest score possible and completing your objectives. Free skate, there is no time limit. I use that to practice on the courses and just get my bearings for each course so that I can successfully get the career mode done. But you can also play a cop in the game. You can play it in the first game, and in the second game I think you have to beat the game or something. But what I think would have been neat was if they had put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as playable characters in the game, also putting Radiohead's, a few of Radiohead's songs off of OK Computer would have been a real neat thing to do at the time. But once again, guys, this game is playable on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 consoles. People seem to ask that question a lot about PlayStation games. Every PS3 is backwards compatible. Even the new PlayStation Slims will play PlayStation 1 games. If you want to know a list of those games that it plays, just go to Wikipedia and type it in. But anyways, the game has songs from Primus, which is really interesting. The band at the time was pretty quirky, and Les Claypool, I don't know, he's gone solo since then, and still makes great albums to this day. But I'll have to say the music in the game is pretty good. I have no complaints of it. I don't like a lot of the bands that are in the game, but it's tolerable music for me. But there's the cover art. It really doesn't change from region to region. I've looked it up, and it's pretty much the same for each region. Here is coming up. You're going to see the disc for the game. That's the original. I used to own the original, as a matter of fact, but sold it along with all my PlayStation games and PlayStation 1 games, which I regret to this day. I'm actually building back up my collection. As you guys can see if you've been watching my what I bought recently videos throughout the past couple of years, or a year or so. I should have my collection, back in order pretty soon. But the game was actually put out for the Game Boy Color. It was a really poor port of the game for the Tony Hawk game, not Tony Hawk 2. But the one thing I noticed about the game, this Tony Hawk is, you don't have all the flashy graphics that the new Tony Hawk games have. What you have is a very strong playable game that has some replay value to it. I have played Tony Hawk 2, and that's at the point that I actually quit playing the game. I don't think I played Tony Hawk 3. I think I might have for a little while one day at a store when it first came out, but it proved to be a great game. But anyways, that's all for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Do not ask any questions as to what the content that I've actually already put in the video. I'm not going to answer those questions any longer. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Have a great day.